How were we so blinded once again? How is it that we're able to look and see absolutely nothing? We know that the Agranat Report after the Yom Kippur War found the military and political intelligence, especially the military intelligence, at fault. They could not see the lurking dangers. They got stuck in the conceptia, the conception. They became blinded by their own military perception. And so too 50 years later, almost to the day, with all eyes on Gaza, with so much technology, yet here we looked, but once again we didn't see, we were blinded. How is it that you can be looking in a way that's impossible to look more and be blinded specifically by what you see? I believe the answer is in this week's parasha, by the blindness of Yitzchak. Yitzchak's blindness, according to our sages, was not only physically blind, that he was unable to distinguish between Eisav and between Yaakov, but when it says Vatichena einav mira'ot, that he couldn't see, he was blinded. Incredibly, the Midrash says, Rabbi Elazar ben Azariah says in Midrash Lekach Tov, what was the blindness? Mera'ot bera'ato shel Eisav. He could not see Eisav's shortcomings. He was blinded. He didn't believe Eisav was capable of murder and the terrible things that Rivka thought. He was blinded by seeing the goodness in Eisav and not being able to see, perhaps, Eisav for who he was. We sometimes become trapped and entrapped by the way we view people and the way we view the world. Who of us could have believed that Hamas would have been capable in the way that they did the things that they did? After all, there hasn't been a Jew or the army in Gaza for so many years, and so many concessions and so much investment from Israel and the world to ensure that the regime will they not eventually want to look after their own lives more than so terribly want to hate and torture and kill Jews? We got blinded by our perceptions and didn't see the world for what it was capable of on our doorstep. And I want to say that indeed all of us are in some way blind. The Midrash says regarding Hagar, who looked and couldn't see the water for her son Ishmael, the Midrash says an incredible thing when it says that she looked and she looked but she couldn't see. Rabbi Binyamin, it's in the Midrash Rabbah, Hakol bechizkat sumin. Everyone is blind. Everyone sees, looks but doesn't see. And only if Hashem enlightens us, ad shem me'iret einehem, until Hashem opens our eyes. And therefore we see that there is a danger in our own moral and spiritual lives becoming trapped in our own personal vision. It's our specific vision and how passionately we believe in our vision that so often blinds us to other views, and especially to a spiritual view. May we all, with all the tefillot around the world today, and people davening for our soldiers who are looking for that light as they're going to tunnels, looking to find our hostages. My son is presumably among them, as 240 others, and of course going in to rid the world of so much evil and need so much light. May it be in the schut of all of us having more humility, opening ourselves up to redeeming ourselves from our own parochial personal viewpoints, opening ourselves to views of others, feeling this unity, opening ourselves up to Hashem, that ultimately connection to God and viewing the world through spiritual eyes and through the world of Jewish history and destiny, and through our tefillot, opening ourselves up to others and Hashem. And ultimately that will enlighten us be'ezrat Hashem, and our soldiers and all of us together as one people, of Or Chadash al Tzion Ta'ir, to enlighten the way forward, to bring us out of the abyss and the darkness, to a much better and brighter day for all of the Jewish people, and indeed for the state of Israel going forward. Shabbat Shalom.